Plaintiff Caitlin Watkins says her ex has a child with the defendant, and a week before he went to jail, he convinced Caitlin that they should move in with the defendant. However, Caitlin discovered her ex and the defendant were still hooking up, and she's suing for breach of contract and emotional distress. Defendant Jennifer Jedra says when she agreed to let Caitlin move in, she thought Caitlin was just friends with her child's father, and she didn't find out the truth until a year later. She's countersuing for harassment and rent.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Okay. I've known Jennifer for about a year now. My ex-boyfriend, she's the mother of his child. When we first got together, I kind of knew about her, but he didn't really tell me much. I just knew that he had a baby mom. So basically from there, he was about to be incarcerated. He decided that he would have me and her move in together. And at first I was like, no, that's awkward. Like, that's the mother of your child. And he was like, well, she does everything I tell her to. So from there, I was like, she agreed. She agreed to it. So I was like, okay.
You did too.
Yeah. I did. Okay. So from there, he basically told me, like, don't show affection in front of her.
Affection to who?
Me and him.
I thought he was in jail.
He moved me in before he went in. So he was there for like a week.
Okay.
Yeah, so we went from there. And then, so basically, they were kissing. I seen them being affectionate. So from there, I was like, well, obviously they're still together. So he basically had us move in. And
how'd that work out?
We're here.
How long did you stay together?
A year. Yeah.
And you all, you say we're here. Does that mean you all never got along?
Me and her?
Yes, as
Of
wife-in-laws.
course.
Okay, I don't
Yeah.
know. That's why I asked you. I said, how did that go for a year? You said, we're here. That means you didn't get along. And now when I ask you, you say, yeah, you and your wife-in-law did get along for a year. All right, that's just
I'm sorry.
You tell me about you and your wife-in-law. Go ahead. What do you want me to know?
Yeah, so he had her move in last year of October. She was paying rent for a whole year up until last month. I didn't know of the relationship between the two until she decided to come forth last month.
And your boyfriend said, I know her from?
He said she was a friend.
Okay, and she needed a place to stay.
Yes, because
and so
wherever
would
she
you
was
rent
staying
one of the bedrooms to her?
Yes.
That was your understanding. All right, other than that, you never had a clue?
Nope.
All right, what
I
did
do
you
have
want to say?
something to say. The reason why I sticked around so long was because I had already moved in. I felt really bad for her because of what he was doing.
What was he
And I'm
doing to
not the
her?
only woman, Jennifer, just so you know. I'm not the only
Well,
one.
we're not together, so at this point it don't really matter.
Okay.
As far as I know, you two are still together.
No, definitely not.
Where you live now?
I live on my own.
Okay.
I got my own spot now.
Good.
So.
And when she was there, how did things go? She says they were all right.
Yeah, we were friends. We were okay. I have 3 kids, and we all live together.
Yeah, and I didn't want to leave them in a ditch. That's why I stayed.
Your witness wants to say something. Do you want her to speak now?
Yeah, she can speak.
Okay, stand up. State your name.
My name is Melanie Moon.
What do you want me to know?
I'm her sister. First of all, she's a liar because according to what she told me, the one time I did meet her, and I already know what she does, so we'll
What
put
did
that
she
down.
do? What does
I'm
she
pretty
do?
sure she's a prostitute. Prior to September of her saying she has to run away because she fears her life of this man, I'm pretty sure my sister even claims she wasn't there for like 6 months. So who pays rent somewhere, doesn't ever come, but make sure to drop off rent money, doesn't clock into a job.
Someone that is scared for their life?
Second of all, she claimed to me that she's not an ex.
He threatened to
She
shoot up my dad's
Is
house.
this
He
guy a
also
pimp
beat
or
me
something?
up.
Is he a pimp or a lightweight pimp? What is
He wants to be.
he a lightweight pimp? Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
my sister and this man have been together for 4 years, aside from having a kid together. So
That
I
just
wanna
goes
know
to show you that he's a
who
con
is
artist.
mentally deranged.
He's a con
to
artist.
not know that there is a relationship going on, and who is mentally deranged.
You want me to tell you who?
Stick
You
around.
want me to tell you who? She's the one say she didn't know. So are you calling your sister mentally deranged? Have a
No,
seat.
'cause
That's what
she
you
has
said.
many
You
different
said
things
who?
to say.
You got to be mentally deranged. deranged to not know while living there
I figured
that they
that
were
out
together.
instantly.
She knew.
I figured that out
She didn't know. She's mentally deranged if we go with what you say. Now have a
Her
seat.
attitude-
Have a seat.
She knew what was going
She
on.
said she knew.
Yeah,
You
I
Your
did.
sister's the one that didn't know. You say whoever didn't know was mentally deranged.
Oh, 1 minute.
She knew. It's a bad sister. You got a good wife-in-law and a bad sister. What is the 1700 for, ma'am?
She changed the locks on me after she realized that I wasn't gonna live there anymore.
When was
she
that?
She was mad.
When?
That was the 18th. When she told me she
Of
changed
what?
the locks. September, sorry.
September? Mm-hmm. What occurred? Tell me the circumstances.
I basically told her the truth, and she was like, that's not gonna change anything between you and me. I have the text messages showing that she was okay. You know, nothing was gonna change between us. But I told her, I said, look, I gotta go. I have my own life to live. You know, I helped you out this whole year.
You told her you have to go.
Yeah, and
then what happened?
She was like, she sounded a little bit mad.
Did you say I'm going next month?
By the end of the month.
Okay. You
Yeah.
told her you'd be gone by the end of September.
Yes.
And then what happened?
And then a few days later, I had sent her some pictures of some stuff. Because I'm sitting here trying to I'm putting the
Pictures
truth in
of
your
what?
face.
Like what,
Yeah, but you
ma'am?
kept
Ma'am,
going.
like what?
That
like
he's
what?
a con artist.
I don't know what that means. You sent her some pictures of him in the act of conning, him in the what? So that's what did you show
It
her?
was cards that
Pardon
he
me?
was sending me. Cards, like greeting cards. Like, I miss you, I love you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then what?
She thought we were in cahoots. So she basically was like, I don't trust anyone, so I'm changing the lock.
When?
And or the locks have been changed.
When did she tell you that?
That was the 18th.
Because you were
Okay.
threatening me.
No, I was not.
And
Yes, you
you
were.
had sent
Proof.
her the pictures by that time. Ma'am, hello? You had sent her the pictures by that time.
Yes.
Okay. And certainly you all had a hostile environment and couldn't stay together after that. And there's such a thing called the constructive eviction, and that is when it would be impossible for you all to exist peacefully under the same roof. You sending pictures to her and her getting angry about it or whatever her reaction was created a hostile environment. You started.
Your
Now,
Honor,
what are you
I
suing?
didn't-
Yes.
I didn't change the locks until October 8th, and I have my proof.
Let's
I
see
just
that.
said it.
Let's see that.
Until October 8th. So why did you have me? Why did you control
Because
me?
you kept threatening me.
You told me. I have
proof
proof
saying that you were
that
going to
she
send
said she
people.
You want
changed
to
the locks
speak
on the
again?
18th.
I'm not going to let you hurt
No,
your sister's
I'm-
case like that. Have
I'm
a seat.
not trying to
Have
hurt.
a seat.
Because she has
Have
evidence
a
that she's not
seat.
speaking.
Go out. Take
Okay,
it out.
miss, you're
I
done.
told you to have a
Miss,
seat and you
miss.
kept talking. Bye-bye. What is it you have?
I have proof that she says she changed the locks on September 18th.
All right.
She was also threatening me, Your Honor.
So I need to get
No,
your
it
stuff
wasn't.
because first, so my sister can move her stuff in to help me and you won't be able to come in unless I'm there. Locks have been changed. All right. Locks have been changed on September.
said
But
that,
you all
Your
had a
Honor?
hostile environment, and I'm going to conclude that was a constructive eviction. And lastly,
I have pictures too, Your Honor. She still has her stuff in my house.
Because
And
you controlling me
the-
when I can get my stuff.
But
okay,
you also
ma'am,
say
so
you're
that's
not
enough.
coming.
How does she breach the contract?
Because I paid rent on the
Mm-hmm.
1st of September. And she
Okay.
changed the locks on me halfway through the month due to
After you
personal
started the mess,
reasons.
after you disrupted the household.
Well, I told her the truth on what
You disrupted the household, sending her things and continuing to create. You told her once that was enough,
Yeah.
but yet you had to keep going. Now you want to send
Okay, but
pictures.
the thing
Now you
is-
want to upset her. Now you want to disrupt it. Now you get put out.
Okay, but here's the thing though. My mother's stuff is in that house. She's
Mm-hmm.
deceased. She told me she didn't believe me. She thought we were in cahoots.
Have you attempted to get your things, and has she refused?
Yes.
She refused to give them to you.
She isn't. She's letting me in and out when she wants to.
Okay, I would too. It's her house. What other problem other than she let you in and out when she wants to let you in and out of her place?
No,
all
I
right.
told her-
Have you all worked out her getting her things back? What's
Your
the
Honor,
problem?
She keeps, like this, that past Sunday, I even have messages. She was supposed to come on Sunday. She's saying her people, that whoever is supposed to be helping her, keep flaking on her. I've set aside my disagreements or stuff that I have to do just so this girl can come get her stuff, and it's 3 or 4 different occasions. And she still won't come get her stuff.
I have stuff to do, so you have to be done by 3. I'm trying to get a hold of my friend. He's not answering. Got an excuse every time for you, like you don't have nothing else to do. How do you suggest we can resolve her getting her things?
For her to make a point to get someone to come help her move her stuff so
Do
she
you
can
have
get the lots
someone you
of
could
it.
designate to come and get it?
I also have
You don't want to answer my question.
documentation showing that she was giving me trouble. I kept asking
Having
her
you get-
what
all
day
right,
is
so you
good
both
for you.
have. So you
And then
both been
she
giving
made
each
it
other
to where she told me to come the very next day, last minute.
Hey, you playing games? I'd rather take care of it after Chicago. I'm prepared to do that. So you're telling her you'll take care of it after you leave here? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you don't get nothing. Take care of it after you leave Chicago. With regard to your claim, $800 for harassment and unpaid rent. How so?
Threatening messages. I have threatening
Let's
messages.
see 'em. And what is the emotional distress from you?
Because she changed the locks and it was really hard for me to get my stuff.
Okay.
That's why
No,
everything
it wasn't
just kept
hard. It was
getting
hard
switched
because you
around.
kept flaking. That's why it was
Well, yeah,
hard.
because
I'm reading
I'm only
it, ma'am.
one
That's
person.
enough. That's enough. I'm reading it. I just read it. So no, she didn't do anything to interfere with you getting your things. That's cool. I'll send my peoples over there to get my. And you don't want to meet my people, so you might want to either keep that door unlocked for me when I tell you to, or you will have a problem.
And I have 3 kids, Your Honor.
And
You
that
have 3
shows
children.
that
Judgment
she
for the
changed the locks,
counterclaimant.
and then
This
I
is
got
certainly
mad.
harassment. Regardless of what the rent was, that is $800 of harassment to make you that insecure, threaten you with your children there. Your claim is dismissed. It was a constructive eviction, so you shouldn't have lived together. And with regard to the emotional distress, I haven't heard anything she's done to you to cause emotional distress to keep you from getting your things. She gave you several opportunities and you flaked on her. Your claim is dismissed. Yours is granted. Have a good day.
Just basically want her out of my life and to get her stuff.
Okay. And basically what I want to say to you is you wouldn't have known nothing if I didn't tell you.
Okay, well now I know
So
we're
if
not
it wasn't
together.
for me,
I don't care, Kate.
you would still be with that
You're
con
probably
artist.
still with him.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
She needs to shut up, and she's the one that's mentally deranged, not my sister.